Hey, what's up? This is Phoenix, and this is my video on gratitude. I'm Phoenix, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I encourage you to hit that like button, to subscribe for more quality content, and to share with your friends. I also encourage you to check out my books on my author page and to check out the playlist tab for more videos on my channel. If you would really like to support my channel, I definitely encourage you to subscribe, and definitely be sure to check out my books and to leave reviews, as that helps a lot. I would very much appreciate it. Now, I'm Phoenix, and I'm going to talk a little bit about gratitude, which I think is a concept that we often take for granted, but that I think is very important. So, my birthday was yesterday. I have turned 31 years old, so I am definitely in my 30s, you could say at this point, and I'm not sure what to expect for the next decade, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to what I can learn. And part of that process has been thinking of what I'm grateful for and thinking about ways to practice gratitude in my life. Now, having my birthday yesterday was actually very monumental for me, because I think of the various ways in which I am growing as a person, the ways in which my life has changed since even 10 or 20 years ago, and the kind of person that I've become and the kind of person that I want to be. And I'll admit, it can be a little bit difficult thinking about these things. And so one of the ways that I ground myself, something that I've learned over the past 5 years or so, is by thinking of gratitude. I don't want to be the kind of person that pushes gratitude into every situation. Certainly there are definitely difficult aspects of life, and there are things that are very hard, and there is suffering all around us, and so these things are definitely there. But there are also the joys of the world. There are also beautiful things that we get to experience. There's also just the fact that we're living, and how powerful that is to think of. And so part of the way in which I've been thinking about gratitude, and with turning 31, is by thinking about all of the opportunities that I've had, all of the things that the people in my life, family, friends, and the many people that I know in my community who have forever helped me become a better person, and who have helped me become the kind of person that I am today, and how I very much appreciate that. Now, I started thinking about gratitude whenever I was doing some posts on Facebook, and I did for 60 days, I posted every day a brief message about what I was grateful for. And doing this, as well as thinking about gratitude in terms of appreciating the things that you have whenever you feel as though things are very chaotic, which they are, but again trying to flip our thinking just a little bit to realize the good things that are there. And so by making myself mindful of this potential for gratitude that I have, through talking with people and through meditation and through thinking about it, through contemplation, as well as through these Facebook posts, through writing about it, I feel like I've come to a different place throughout the years, and that is something that I definitely want to keep in mind. The ways in which I definitely appreciate what I've been able to experience in my life, and just how wonderful that is. And it starts with affirmations, with reminding ourselves of what we experience every day. Just the fact that we get up to be able to face a new day and to see the sunrise is a beautiful thing. And I definitely think that it's easy to take these things for granted, and that it's easy to get caught up in our negativity bias and thinking strictly about things that are bad and things that aren't good and things that are painful. And again, all of this stuff is definitely there, but I think a lot of it is realizing what we've been through and what we've been able to overcome, and the opportunities that we've had, and the people that love us, and the good things that are in our lives. Now, to celebrate my birthday yesterday, I had dinner with my parents, and I was very excited to be able to have dinner with them, and I enjoyed our conversations, and I would say that this is again something that helped me think of gratitude. I had spoken with them about the gratitude that I feel, and that I wanted to express to them, as well as gratitude that I've tried to make present for other people in my life, to let them know just how much they mean to me, to be very encouraging, to be kind, to be thoughtful, to be contemplative, and to have all of these things. And so I'm definitely grateful for my parents, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my friends and community, and for all of the people that helped me and have helped me become the person that I am today. It really is a very wonderful thing that I get to still enjoy meals with my family, that I still get to hang out with friends. My friend yesterday bought me an Italian soda, and it was very kind of him. And he did it because it was my birthday. And it's just stuff like that that we take for granted. There's so much to enjoy, so much art to enjoy. We get to enjoy good food. We get to enjoy conversation. We get to enjoy all of these wonderful things. We get to enjoy conversations that and ideas that are maybe more abstracted, but also conversations that are more down to earth. There's this wide range of what we can talk about and what we can enjoy. And I'm very much about that exploration. And so for the next 10, 20, 30 years, I want to continue to focus on gratitude. What are my next 31 years going to look like? And that's what I've been thinking about. And I want to, again, continue to highlight the gratitude aspect of these things. Believe me, I understand that things in life are hard. I understand that we experience a lot of pain in life. But for me, I have really wanted to focus on the joys that I faced as well. I have overcome a lot of things in my life, many things that haven't been easy to talk about, many things that have been very difficult to even convey to people or to understand, things that I've had to process. And there are a lot of things that have happened in my life that are out of my control, but the reality is I am here and I've made it. And pushing through things, pushing through the difficulties is what has helped me realize how much gratitude is important to it. Because we could spend our time thinking about how things are always awful, and there may even be a time and a place for that, because we don't want to always assume that things are good. People do suffer, horrible things happen, there are accidents, there are unfortunate things that happen. But I would say that these things influence us in a positive way that we may not easily be able to expect. And so for me, a lot of what adversity has taught me, a lot of what the difficulties have taught me, is definitely that gratitude is a wonderful way of being able to push through the difficulties of realizing what we have rather than what we don't have, by checking our negativity bias and by by focusing more on what is truly meaningful in our lives. And for me, that's what I think about a lot. I wouldn't have been able to reach this conclusion, say 10, 20 years ago. I barely knew what was going on. I didn't know what was going on in the world. But through time, I've really worked to be more conscious of the things that I get to enjoy and the things that I get to experience and the meaning that is here. I definitely understand depressive mindsets and the difficulties of life, and I'm not saying that any of this is necessarily a replacement to all of these things. I'm not saying that just thinking positive is going to solve all of our problems. I definitely don't want to make it seem as though adversity is something that anyone can overcome and that it's this thing that we have to overcome. But what I think is important to acknowledge is that, for myself at least, I have grown a lot. And I'm very grateful that I have. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had. I'm grateful for the things I've been able to do. These things are very meaningful. They really mean a lot to me. And I wanted to express that for my video. So yeah, for my 31st birthday, I had a wonderful time with family and friends. And there are definitely a lot of crazy things that are probably going to happen over the next 10, 20, 30 years. But I just wanted to pause and just reflect and just focus on these wonderful things. And I hope that you can find some inspiration in this view that I'm sharing and this experience that I'm talking about. It's not easy. There are a lot of things that we must overcome. But I believe that we can overcome them. I believe that we can survive. I believe that we have a lot of good to offer the world. And I say, let's do that. Let's focus on that. As Captain Sinbad says in his own YouTube series, to the rest I say, greatness is coming. I totally botched that, but you get the idea. I'm Phoenix. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.